Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you the ultimate Black Diablos bow Driftsmelt build for the endgame meta. So it is finally complete, I have finished it. The ultimate build has been done. This video explores the best Driftsmelt build for the Black Diablos bow / CERA COILBENDER. The Black Diablos bow is the undisputed super weapon since its release. Remember, here's a big disclaimer, drift smelting is a post-game mechanic that is time consuming and costly. So make sure to analyze all the data before making a decision to create a full Driftsmelt build. And let's dive right into it. Here is the ultimate Black Diablos bow Driftsmelt build. This endgame / postgame meta BLACK build uses the following driftstones. You have 3 burst driftstones, 1 critical eye driftstone, and 1 weakness exploit driftstone. This build gives you focus level 5, burst level 5, critical eye level 3, and weakness exploit 1. This build will lower the negative affinity from the Black Diablos bow build to negative 10% for all hits, and you will get a 15% positive affinity for hitting weak spots. As you see per the data, this Driftsmelt combination beats out the rest of the others using the same critical hit concept. So as you see, this one where you have 3 critical eye and 1 weakness exploit tops off the chart at 4857, while other combinations don't beat it out. This kind of makes sense because with critical eye 3 you have a permanent increase like I mentioned, and it lowers it from 30 to 10, which is 1 in 10 that you will negatively crit, which is really good, and it maxes out as the highest damage. To use this build, you need the Black Diablos bow as high as you possibly can get it at grade 10-5 preferably, the Azure Rathalos helmet at grade 8, the Pink Rathian Mail at grade 8, Rathian Vambraces at grade 8, Pink Rathian Coil at grade 8, and the Gyrototus Greaves at grade 8. And again, you will need 3 burst driftstones, 1 critical eye driftstone, and 1 weakness exploit driftstone. But King of Charmanders, what about latent power? Well, I'm going to get to that. We have the ultimate build versus best latent power build data analysis. So we will now compare this ultimate build to latent power. As we see here, latent power does more damage, doing 107 more at 4952 versus 4857 for the ultimate build. However, it's important to note that the conditions to activate latent power, which isn't easy at all. Latent power will naturally do more damage in a long run battle, but also, the thing about it is, there are conditions to activate it. As you see right here, latent power takes 48 seconds to activate and quickens by 1 second every 100 motion value hits. As you see from the data from mhn.quest, the total motion value for a bow pierce shot at level 3 is 95 and 45 with a power shot. If you add that together, the total 140 if you hit the first shot and the power shot. This means it would take 8 pierce level 3 shots, because you do pierce level 3, you do damage level 4 at pierce level 3 with the Black Diablos bow, and power shots to reduce latent power by 11 seconds, because 140 times 8 is 1120. So to make it from 48 to 37, you need to hit 8 of them, and they all need to land. The arrows all need to land. Otherwise, well, most of them actually need to land. Otherwise, you're not going to lower it by 11 seconds. So again, latent power is very conditional, despite the fact that it does higher damage overall. So what better way to test out the ultimate build versus latent power with one of the hardest monsters in the game? I bring to you 9-star Azure Rathalos ultimate build versus latent power. Here is a live test example versus 9-star Azure Rathalos, which has 105,300 HP. To make this fair, we will only be using Burst 5 Focus 5 along with the base armor piece with no Driftsmelts, as I do not have the best latent power Driftsmelt build. So because I don't have it, we're going to put these parameters to make it even. I will also not start off and use special skills right away for both tests. This is because latent power has the ability to get your special faster, of course. So let's see what happens when it's at the beginning, just like the other one. So latent power will start with no special skill to see if it is feasible to get to 2 special skills in one battle and to make the test comparison fair. The ultimate build will have Crit Eye level 2 using Pink Rathian Coil and Pink Rathian Mail for Focus Level 1, while the Latent Power build will use Devil Joe Mail for Latent Power Level 2 and Rathalos Coil for Focus Level 1. And now here's our test results with the 9-star Azure Rathalos. The ultimate build finished with a time of 1 minute and 6 seconds, and the Latent Power build finished with a time of 1 minute and 2 seconds. So Latent Power beat out Ultimate by 4 seconds. Here are our battle performance X factors. For the ultimate build, the special skill at the end added 4 seconds. Final hit of special skill did not hit with a loss of 1,474 damage, so the last hit didn't matter because it was already dead. And I missed 2 power shots at the wings, which is 752 each, which, if you put the math together, that is 7,520 potential damage lost. We also had a loss of 5 seconds due to a roar, and perfect dodges added a slight edge in time to charge level 3 shots, which is approximately like 3 seconds. However, we had really poor positioning this battle, so it required a lot of rolling to fix it. And now here's the Latent Power X factors. The special skill all hits counted, in fact more hits than the ultimate build. 5 total with 2,468 more damage. I also missed 2 primary shots, which was 15,040 potential damage loss if you do the math, and a loss of 5 seconds due to roar. Despite the special gauge bonus from Latent Power though, it did not fill the gauge enough to use the special skill twice until Azure Rathalos was slain. So until literally the very end, like you see right here, your special gauge didn't go up to full, and that was from 0. And the good thing about Latent Power is that it had really good positioning, so better positioning required minimal corrections. So despite the fact that we had more errors because we had to fix our positioning with the ultimate build, it still only beat out the ultimate build by 4 seconds. Next up, we have another test. We will be doing 8-star Paolumu using the ultimate build versus Latent Power. Here is a live test versus 8-star Paolumu, which is 38,600 HP. To make this fair, we will only be using Burst 5, Focus 5 along with the base armor piece with no Driftsmelts, as I do not have the best Latent Power Driftsmelt build again. The ultimate build will have Critical Eye level 2 using Pink Rathian Coil and Pink Rathian Mail for Focus level 1. The Latent Power build will use Devil Joe Mail for Latent Power level 2 and Rathalos Coil for Focus level 1. And now here are my test results with 8-star Paolumu and analysis. The ultimate build finished with a time of 27 seconds and the Latent Power build finished with a time of 22 seconds, where the Latent Power beat out ultimate by 5 seconds. And here's the battle performance X factors. The ultimate build, the perfect dodge did not give ideal range position. I absolutely sucked after perfect dodging. I was like, wow. I missed multiple power shots with the ultimate build and the broke wings near the end of the hunt, so it didn't really matter. I just here near the end of the hunt, I broke it, and I was like, wow, that doesn't really matter because it's almost dead. While the Latent Power build, I played really good. The perfect dodge gave good range positioning, I had near perfect aim range, and I broke wings earlier in the hunt. In other words, the Latent Power had way better performance than I actually did with the ultimate build for that battle. Overall, here's the results of the 9-star Azure Rathalos and 8-star Paolumu test. Despite not having the Latent Power boost, the ultimate build still kept up within 5 seconds with more errors factored in than the 9-star Azure Rathalos test. Latent Power was never activated during the 8-star Paolumu test due to the battle ending in less than 48 seconds. And it never procced even when we were trying to kill it because it died way too fast. For the 9-star Azure Rathalos test, both performed relatively even considering it was not a full Driftsmelt build test. However, despite having Latent Power activate, it was never able to get to a second special skill without having the first special skill already active. Alright, now that we have all that data gathered, which best build is better? Despite having more damage in a long-term battle, the Latent Power build was pretty even with the ultimate build. However, the ultimate build allowed for more errors during the 8 and 9-star tests. The ultimate build beats the Latent Power build in a practical scenario and will have its perks active the entire battle, while Latent Power cannot. Latent Power needs 48 seconds to proc, and again it goes minus 100 every it goes minus 1 second every 100 motion values. While the ultimate build having 15% positive crit, hitting weak spots may outperform the Latent Power build in the long run if its critical hits proc within a 30 to 40 second window. Once you get to a certain point, you'll be able to slay 8-star monsters without needing Latent Power to proc. Therefore, the ultimate build is the better practical long-term build, just because of the conditions set within latent power, and because of the ultimate build's ability to have all of its perks active during an entire battle, rather than have, if latent power doesn't proc at all, then what was your use of it for that hunt? And the thousands of hunts or however long you use it after that. However, if you already have latent power built and you personally like it, there's no reason for you to pivot and switch. It will do well for you for long-term battles where you can get the skill to proc. And as an experienced hunter with a full Driftsmelt build, I actually have one, it took 112 Driftsmelts to finish this build. I consider myself luckier than most. So use your resources wisely and good luck on your rolls. The ultimate build experience shreds through monsters right from the start, thanks to the positive affinity when hitting weak spots again. So again, it really does shred. I love it. It does so much damage, and I'm like, wow, this thing is really strong. With that being said, please do me a huge favor. Like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully y'all love all the data support and everything, because this freaking video took forever to put together because of all the testing and whatnot I had to do. So hopefully y'all liked it. Good luck on your grinds, and I will see y'all on the next video.